Today we're going to be doing a basic bolt disassembly on the K31. As a lot of you guys know, these rifles are some of my favorite. They're just phenomenal rifles. And it's funny, I got these guns, I started messing with them, and the idea of quality is kind of spilled over to every other area of my life. In terms of boots, I get nicer boots with like nicer leather on them, nicer watches. So if you don't want to spend more money on stuff, do not get into Swiss items. Anyways, here, the first thing you need to do to take the bolt out is you're going to pull back here, all the way out. You're going to push down on this little notch right here. You can see the spring right there by my index finger. And that's going to release your bolt. You can see that little arm right there. That's what hooks into that notch on the bolt here. Now, these guns are straight pull guns. So you're going to see, put that off to the side, you're going to see this camming surface in here. And these lugs are going to rotate based off, I guess you'd call this the arm right here. So what we're going to do here is we're going to take our cocking piece from here, and we're going to move it. There's a fire position and a safe position from there. We're going to move it in between here. And that's going to take pressure off the main spring here. We're going to rotate this thing a little bit. Go ahead and pull. You're charging it back a little bit. This front hook's going to come out, and we're going to lift out just like that there. From here, what we're going to do is we're going to rotate this inner sleeve. I'm going to put my thumb on top of it. We're going to rotate this just a little bit, about probably 90 degrees, and the whole thing is going to come out from here. Now, the reason why my thumb's on top here is because this thing is actually two pieces. So we have the internal, I guess you call this a bolt face. Some people call this a bolt sleeve, and this is the bolt. To be honest, I don't know which one's right, so I'm just going to call this the internal bolt and then the bolt sleeve. So you have your locking lugs from here, and you can see that these things are not parallel, and that's on purpose to aid in locking and unlocking. You have your camming surface here, and then from the back here, you have these lugs, or the internal bolt, I should say, you have these lugs, and that's what we had to rotate to get it out from the rest of the bolt there. You have your extractor right there, you have a cut for the ejector at the bottom, and of course you have the camming surface right from there. Go ahead and put those just like that there. Now from here, we're going to move this into, you can't really see because my hand's in the way, move that into the fire position from there. Now it's a little hard because this surface is hard. I'm going to use my stomach actually. I'm going to pull back on the firing spring a little bit, and we're going to slide, see if I can get this on camera here, slide the firing pin off, just like that there. Now the firing pin has one spot, one side I should say, that can slide on, and then a wall on the other side there, so you can't go all the way through. It stops at a certain point. From there, just go ahead and pull the spring off. Go ahead and pull your cocking piece out, and then you have the back piece of the bolt here. Now from here, you can just see all the little machine parts and the cuts that just make this gun so awesome, so unique. The firing pin right from here. One of the cool things too that I like about this gun is a lot of guns have a fixed ejector that kind of moves like a leaf spring. This one actually has, it's so hard to get on video, basically it moves straight down. The ejector right here goes straight down like that. So when you push the bolt forward, it rides over it, and then when it comes back, it pops up and kicks the round out. Another thing that I love about this gun is the last round hold open. Sometimes like one of my biggest pet peeves, of course you want to count your shots always, but like you're on target, fire, rack the bolt, you're on target, you fire, rack the bolt, you're on target, you're getting your breath just right here, sight alignment, the gun's all lined up, and you hear click. It's like, oh, it's like you wasted all that effort just for click. So having that ability to lock open the last shot is actually really nice. Anyways, here. By the way, if you guys enjoyed this video, I'm going to do a full disassembly of the K31. Not just the bolt, but taking off all the parts there too. Not quite a full disassembly because I'm not going to take the barrel off, of course. I'm going to take the whole barrel action out of the receiver, take the trigger group out, take all the basic parts off of the gun, and yeah. Anyways, from here, let's reassemble the bolt. So the first thing we need to do here is take your back piece here, and by the way, you can see this hook right here. So if the gun's in the safe position here, and you're trying to pull back and it's stuck, you're probably too high up. Go down a little bit, and you should be able to be moved to the fire position. From here, same deal as before, this is round. And one of the cool things I noticed is this isn't perfectly round. It's thicker on the back. So anyways, again, this is our countertop. So I'm going to use my stomach. The spring goes on here, Go ahead and slide that on. And there is a keyway for your firing pin to go on. Now the firing pin can go on either way. And there we go. Just like that. So your firing pin's in place here. Now we're going to take the internal bolt and the bolt sleeve and go ahead and slide these together here. Go ahead and move the bolt face, or excuse me, the bolt face, the internal bolt, so that your ejector slot is lined up here. Make sure your ejector slot is going down. I don't think you can put these together the wrong way, but it's always better to be safe than sorry. This is going to slide on just like that here. Now notice your bolt lugs are up. If you just turn this, well, that's not going to work. You have to move this back to that 45-degree position that we did in the very beginning there. Go ahead and rotate this, so now the the extractor cut is down and your bolt lugs are horizontal in proportion to the rear of the bolt. Probably a little further there. There we go. Now from here, you're going to rotate this in the middle there. Go ahead and put the tail end in there first. Move the front piece so that's in line, it's hooked in here. And whoop, it wants to disassemble itself until you put tension back on it. And that would be in the fire position from there. From here, you actually can, if you rotate this really hard, it'll actually go into the fire position. So just a little finagling, not too much there, depending on how broken in your gun is. Just to make sure it's in the right position from there. Alright, sorry about that, the camera died, but the good news was we were just about finished with it. So just make sure that it's all fit together properly here. Now one of the things that I really like about these rifles too is just the receiver quality. Like, it blows my mind. If you guys have ever done any machining or just worked with metal at all, it's hard to get this shape right here. Even the slot for the charging handle there, that just blows my mind, because you can't go from this side. Like, you have to go in here and then try to mill it out. It's really crazy. Anyways, here, go ahead and take your bolt, push it forward. It's gonna go forward just a wee bit there, because the magazine, you can either pull it down or you can reach around if you've got really long fingers here. I'm just gonna pull the magazine down like that. Go ahead and lock it up, and you should be good to go here. Go ahead and make sure everything works just fine. Make sure that your safety engages. Put the fire, and you are all set. Guys, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to give me a like, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bonus content of the day, we're going to be giving my dog a biscuit. Good girl.